Let's start with a tour. If you're really new to Google Analytics, the first time you enter, you'll receive this screen. Click on the Sign Up button. If you already have an account linked to your Google user, click on the Admin button, then click on the Create New Account. Now you'll receive this screen. You get to choose whether your account is for a website or mobile app. Fill in your account name, website name, and all other fields. All are possible to rename later. Now you receive the tracking ID. This is the identity of your property. Sending data to your account, fetching data with various tools, all will be done using this tracking ID. This is the code you need to insert in the master page. Now all pages that contain this code will send automatically basic data to your analytics account. There are three main scope hierarchy in Google Analytics. User, let's say Tom. Session, these are his visits. And hits, these are all of his interactions during his visits, viewing pages, adding products, any click, etc. The new UI navigation. Clicking on the Analytics logo will return us to the homepage. These are all of the Google Analytics reports. Don't worry, we'll get back to them. This is the admin. If you're admin in your account, there's so much to do here. Let's click on the admin button. This is where we manage the data in Google Analytics. Filters, goals, custom dimensions, and more. We manage your users, which views they can see, edit, collaborate, and linking to other Google products, AdWords, AdSense, and so much more. There are three data manipulation levels: account, property, and views. Account will probably contain all of the data of your company. We can have up to 100 accounts within your Google user. Property. Every property will link to one account. This is the level where Google Analytics stores the data. We can have up to 50 properties per account. View. For any one of you that is familiar with databases, we have tables and views. This is a view of our data that's stored in the property. Here we can apply filters, goals, calculated metrics, group some dimensions, and more. We can have up to 25 views per property. Clicking on the View Settings button enables us to configure some of the settings of our view. We can add a default page. If you have two home pages that are actually the same, you would probably want to treat them as the same page. Exclude URL query parameters. Sometimes we have all sorts of parameters in a URL. For example, the publisher ID that send the traffic. We won't want to separate this into different pages. So by adding here the PID, we won't see in the pages report the parameter ID. We can filter our traffic that Google indicates as bots and switch on the site search traffic, which will be explained later on. User management is where we manage the user's roles in this specific view. We'll skip over goals for now and click on the content grouping menu. Here, we can choose to group pages into categories. This is very useful when we have blog pages, community pages, product pages, and other categories. Using this feature, will make it so much easier to analyze and compare behavior within these pages. Filtering is one of the most important features in a view. Here, we declare what data we don't want to see in this view, what data we would like to make some manipulation before we insert it. If you want to add a filter in our view, we can either create a new filter or apply from an existing filter that's in our account. By choosing the custom filter type, we have 6 types of filters. Exclude means do not send data that matches this rule. This view will not contain blocked pages. Include send only data that contains this rule. In this case, this view will contain only blog pages or only sessions of users that come from Spain. Uppercase and lowercase will automatically edit all selected dimensions to the case we intend. The best practice is to use this on our event category, action, and label dimensions. Search and replace will replace any value that meets our rules. For example, replace the player ID that's in the URL with the word player ID. This way, we don't have a player ID in the URL. Advanced. Here, we can insert into almost any dimension anything we want from any other dimension. Best practice is concatenating the domain with the page path back into the page path. This way, we can see in the pages report the full URL.